Hello everyone, Hachadino over here, and today I'm going to make kind of like an update after seeing some data and other things of people playing the spec. These 2 days for NA and 1 day for EU. Some people have done their clear and everything, and as you might see already on the stats, sub is doing a lot of damage. But why is that happening? Well, there's an easy explanation between all the baseline buffs and things they did to actually make it equal after completely destroying the tier set by more than 60%. Baseline now as a sub is very high. This means that from live to this patch now we got around an 18% buff. So we are going to see our performance be very high. Now, what does that mean also for progression this next week? We don't know. We are not super strong after everyone gets gear, but also as a baseline, we are stronger now. We were already quite decent to strong on many fights because we could move cooldowns around and tailor our usage for more damage or just for the encounter to be better, like on Court or on Azurek, or even way back in even in Ulgras and on Bloodbound. Kaivesa was whatever, as you know, you just do damage all the time. And Obinax was way better as assassination. Subtlety is kind of there, but it's still not as good. So for now, we still don't know if there is going to be any nerfs or things. One thing that we have, at least in our favor, is that because of transmitter, even after the nerf, if you have a mythic transmitter, you are not going to change it until you have at least a heroic house of cards, and the chances that you get a heroic house of cards if your RL is kind of decent, they know that everyone else is going to have more of a DPS upgrade from their trinkets and things. About sub, we also kind of soak dagger drops if you don't craft it already at a mythical level, something that you can do on the first week now, because remember, Mythic Plus are fully opened and the raid is fully open to normal, heroic, and mythic. So you can get a mythic weapon first week if you craft it with gilded crests, and also if it is the ascendance one, you can use the part that is the darkness thingy and also increases the value of it. The full picture is still not in the works because there's also one thing that you can do. You can, if you get enough high level gear, you just don't use the barding and can use the blessed grip. That's also another thing to say. I don't want to make the video super long, but basically sub is super back. We're going to do a lot of damage this week and maybe the next, unless they nerf us. But if they nerf us, it's going to be very sad because we are already kind of mid to low on the sims with full gears, kind of. So we shall see. I'm just kind of happy. They also fixed many bugs. If you haven't seen my PTR content, you could check those, but I'm also going to do a full recap before we go into the raid itself, and also a full guide for Trickster and Deathstalker. They are a little bit closer than thingies on AoE, but on single target Trickster it's ahead. I have some data to share, but also some sims. And lastly, of course, the rotation has not changed much after the tier set nerf. Gambling with the tier set is something that we might do a lot. As for me, it's likely that I don't gamble that much because I have bad luck. So it's a thing that I'm going to lose my stacks before going into cooldowns. And remember, sims are 100,000 iterations. Most of the time, you don't get unlucky with that 50%, but I will. So I would also tell things about that. But for now, I will see you on the next video.